laughing at me because she said, how many of the same readers do you have in your purse? I had 4 Privé Revaux readers in my purse. I just like live in fear that I won't be able to read a menu, you know? Okay, so it's a girl thing. We've sold 6,500 at this price. We all know that no matter how old we are, where we are in our walks of life, that, you know, finding something that feels comfortable in a panty is difficult. And you might be putting the disposable panty liners in. Full disclosure, sometimes they roll up and the sticky part, oh my gosh, you know, gets on spots. That's not the best. Other times you just don't feel fresh if you're wearing your regular panty. So leave it to Jockey. That literally for generations has been keeping us feeling so great. And despite the fact that I didn't know where Courtney was going and we had a giggle fest moment, we have already sold over 500. We didn't even give you, well, we did finally give you the colors. We are never getting these back in stock. And they are called the worry-free panty for a reason. Now, the only thing you have to decide, and you're getting 2 of them, is do you want it in the brief, and that's going to come up a little higher and give you a beautiful leg opening, or do you want it in the hipster? That's a style that I think a lot of us love. You're getting 2. I want to take you through the colors because these are not coming back in stock, and we've sold over 6,000, and this is not something that will feel bulky or irritated next to your body in that crotch panel. It's actually really soft and easy, and then you just launder it and you put it on the air again. On your body again. It's 95 cotton, 5% spandex. So we have the Poseidon and the Sea. So those are your blues. We have the Dahlia with the mocha. Next to that, we have black with light. We have rose wine and purple. We have fresh air and midnight. That's the most limited. And then we have 2 lights, which is kind of like a cafe au lait color. And that is by far the most popular. We are a little bit more, well, actually far more limited in the hipster. So that will be your set of 2. It's never going to grab. So it's a fabulous Jockey panty. You know that Courtney and I love bringing you, especially during Girls Night In, and this is the mid-year fashion clearance event version. We love bringing you things that we know are going to make you feel wonderful. But Jennifer McDougall is joining us, and she is so sweet to bring us and to be kind to us because, you know, we can be silly goofballs sometimes. But I'm telling you, despite the fact that we really did not have a stellar jumpstart, we sold, come on here, Courtney, 500 of these. And it's something that as women, we all need, especially when we were having that giggle fest. We all know sometimes, you know, you need a little extra protection, right?
Yes, absolutely. And that's something that we at Jockey really know about. And we want to make sure that you're comfortable and confident and worry-free. We've created a triple layer system as a panty liner that's built into the comfort of a Jockey brief that you know and love. It's going to absorb up to what 5 panty liners would absorb.
Wow.
And you're able,
I mean, this is all you need for that time of the month, theoretically. And so I love how in fashion we're going more sustainable in a lot of cases. To me, what is more sustainable
than this? Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
And so we're just seeing a water test where we put the water on top. You could see that it just kind of locked inside, and therefore you're going to be comfortable and worry-free. Eco-friendly, budget-friendly. You get the 3 layers. The first layer is going to wick the moisture away from the skin so you feel comfortable. And then you also have that breathable waterproof barrier. And then it's all sewn together with waterproof threads. And it's not bulky. You are going to be confident and worry-free when you're wearing them.
No, it's
you
not
know, when
thick.
you do have liners, oftentimes they're thick and scratchy.
And how about when the sticky part comes up and then they turn under and then they get on your delicate area and it's just like not good.
This is soft.
And even if like you're somebody that's like, I don't really have that issue, but I was saying like I'm training a lot, I'm walking, I'm outside, I can't stay in just because it's 90 degrees.
Yeah.
That's a skin on skin area where you can get really, really irritated and sweaty and just uncomfortable. So, I mean, for your 14-year-old daughter and your 99-year-old mom, everybody needs these. And then after we go through colors, I want to talk about, it's a perfect brief. You know, it's a great panty from Jockey. This is not just, oh, it's got this great technology that feels so soft like a rose petal. It actually is great in fitting underneath all our clothes because that's what we want in a panty. So 7,000 sold since we made this available. We are never getting it back in stock. The top is your favorite blues, and we're calling it Poseidon and Sea. If you want the brief, which is a little more coverage, $1,700 to go around. If you want the hipster, $450. It's about to sell out completely. If you want it in our Dahlia and Mocha, in the brief, $1,800. In the hipster, $550. Then your classics, that's going to be your black and light. I think everybody should get two sets, right?
Yes,
so you get 4.
100%.
We have 2,600 in the brief, 1,500 in the hipster. In the rose wine with purple, we have 700 in the brief, 150 in the hipster. Over here is another more classic, kind of like bright blue and navy blue. It's called Fresh Air and Midnight, 350 in the brief, 5 dozen in the hipster. Wow, the hipster is flying. And then light, 30, how many? 3,800 in the brief, 1,800 in the hipster, but that is by far the most popular option. So Jennifer, will you take us through the size on like what's the best way to get the perfect fit in our worry-free panties?
Yes, so take a look at the size chart, what you see here. For example, if your dress size is 16 through 18, and you can also see waist and hip measurements, that means you're gonna be the XL, and that is gonna be your Jockey size. You can see the chart there, just follow that. It's gonna be your perfect fit. They have a lot of stretch as well, so they're gonna be very comfortable. Here's our water test. So we're putting a little bit of water on our triple layered system here. You can see that it's getting locked inside. We're gonna blot it away, and you can see it's already inside, locked away from your skin, so you're confident. It's not going through on the inside here, and you're gonna be comfortable when you're wearing them. It's gonna absorb up to what 5 panty liners would absorb. So that's a lot of absorbency. And we also have threads here that are waterproof, and that's gonna help so that there's no side leakage. These are great for every stage of your life. So postpartum, bladder leakage, even if you wanna use this as backup with other products, you can do that too. I love wearing these to bed when it's that time of the month. I just feel like it's a more natural feel, and they're so comfortable. You get everything you know and love from a Jockey brief.
I'm thinking runners, you know?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna be out there for probably 3.5 hours limping across the finish line. You know, this is gonna be so great. And when you touch this panty, you have this pedally soft panty. It's a great designer panty from Jockey that happens to have this really modern technology built in.
That's mostly cotton, you know, with a little bit of spandex and the rest, which is that kind of preferred feel for summertime anyway, because it just cotton breathes so well.
And it's easy to take care of as well.
And if you
just
think
throw
about
it in the washer and dryer, no pre-washing.
So reusable.
Exactly.
Like how much do you save, right? Without having to like get a bunch of liners and stuff and try
like,
this instead.
I think of the younger girls that are like so worried and so nervous, and you know, so they're starting days and days ahead of time to putting something in there. They don't really need it yet, and sometimes that can be irritating. Just like buy it for every woman that you know and get multiple sets. Why? Because this isn't coming back in stock. So in this show alone, we've had over 2,000. Since we made this available at this price, we've had 8,000 ordered. And it's Jockey. Like, okay, Jennifer, we were taking bets. How long have you guys been around at Jockey?
Oh, 145 years.
Wow.
Family owned, woman led. We've been around forever. So we love to listen to women and create solutions that we need and make sure that it's comfortable.
And you just throw it in the washing machine, let it do its thing, dry, get it back out, use it over and over and over and over and over again. And especially if, you know, you're, going to an exercise class, or you're going to like yoga, or you're going to the gym, and you're like, I want to make sure I have something on that gives me confidence so I don't have to feel uncomfortable. This is it.
Why wouldn't you?
Right.
You know, and it's not bulky. I mean, I think that's amazing that it's also, especially when we're wearing lighter things, lighter shorts and gauges and knits and things, it's not bulky. So the technology of being able to hold, you know, that much, and I don't know, could you repeat how much it holds? Because I think that is incredible.
That was the wow.
For how thin this is.
Up to what 5 panty liners would hold.
Think about that.
Yeah. Look at
Which
that.
are like
incredible,
this
yeah.
thick each.
Yeah,
So, I mean, oh my gosh,
And you
this
can
is
bunch
so
it up.
much better.
Look at that. I mean, it's so thin, it's even hard for me to get it thin for the to show the camera.
Yeah.
There it is.
We spent over 2 years researching and developing all of the products that were out there like this, and we feel that we created something even better with more comfort.
Yeah, you did. Well, let's do, and also designer colors. Everybody else might give you black and white and walk away from it. We have Poseidon and Sea in both options, but by far, the hipster is going to be by far the more limited in every single color choice. We have Dahlia and Mocha. We have the black and the light. We have rose wine and purple. We have the fresh air and midnight. That's last call. So that's about to leave the little display case. And then light. But I think it'd be good to pop, and that's super popular, is the light. Let's pop on the size chart again, because it's easy, but we want to make sure, and you know, let's face it, we have free exchanges, but this is really easy to figure out your size. Right, Jennifer?
Yes, so just take a look at your dress size. If you're dress size 8 through 10, and we have waist and hip measurements as well, you're going to be size medium. Just follow this chart. It's going to fit you perfectly. You have lots of stretch in this brief. They're so comfortable with full back coverage and full rise as well.
I just think every woman needs these throughout the stages in our life. Why we might have like a little leakage, those reasons change over the years, but nonetheless, we need them. And there's really not a lot of great soft, comfortable, non-bulky options. We have an opportunity to get 2 on clearance for $26 and change. So grab them in the Poseidon Sea, in that Dahlia Mocha, in this rose wine purple, in the black light. Get that one. Everyone's getting the light. And then we have what we're calling Fresh Air Midnight, but that's almost gone. Jennifer, thank you.
Thanks, Courtney. Bye, Jane.
She says bye. She's doing another change. We did want you to know this is available.